proper big stag with white tips in his antlers, black underbelly, ginger just like me. I'm gonna call him Roger. Come here, Roger. Alright, okay, so I have been in a bit of a funk recently. I don't even really know how to describe it, but over the last month I would say, since just before the Christmas break, and over that kind of extended holiday period until now, I've kind of been in this position where I've had so many ideas wanting to take forward into 2019 and to execute so many ideas that I think they've all just got scrambled in my head and I've been stuck with actually just going out and creating. I need to get out of it. I think what I need to do is basically just start and just do. Forget about the ideas for now. I'm going to get there one at a time. For example, over the last month, right, I've been to a lot of different places around the world and I started all these videos there and I didn't finish them. So I ended up just having like a mixed mash of started and not finished videos because I didn't think they were good. But anyway, nonetheless, listen, I am back home in Scotland. That feels amazing to say that. It feels so good to be back in Scotland. This past weekend, we arrived a couple of days before that. We took a trip to my mum and dad's house up in the Highlands, and it was another one of those. I started loads of sections of that video and didn't finish them. I'm actually just going to make the video as it is, because there was a couple of really cool things that I saw on this weekend that I want to show you guys in the video. So thanks very much everybody for staying with me. We've got a long road this year. I've got so many cool, awesome plans, but I think I just need to be a bit more sensible about them. It is absolutely a marathon, it's not a sprint. So anyway, here's starting today, my weekend, my first weekend back home in Scotland. Like I said, it's great to be here and I want to show you more of Scotland in my vlog this year. From Scotland to the world is exactly what this is going to be about. So, this weekend, the Scottish Highlands. I'm going to take it away with that video in just a little second, but first of all I want to say welcome everybody, thanks very much for joining in. If you're new, please subscribe. Share this video with your friends and family if they might enjoy it. It's great to have you here. Alright, we've made it up to the kind of Glencoe region, which is pretty close to our final destination. This region here, Glencoe, Glencoe, where I'm driving along right now, is honestly one of my favourite roads in Scotland. It's unbelievably beautiful. These are the types of animals, the deer, that are just all away along this road. There's absolutely hundreds of them. Just chilling by the roadside right here. He's giving me the side eye. Look at the size of this dude. He's got proper antlers, him. Proper big stag with white tips in his antlers, black underbelly, ginger just like me. The deer here at Glencoe are pretty tame, to be honest with you. You still wouldn't want to get the antlers charging at you because they're big animals, especially that one right there. That is a full adult stag. He's pretty inquisitive. I think he wants food. He's probably been used to people feeding him, so he comes up pretty close to you. I'm going to call him Roger. Come here, Roger. See, he comes on demand. Good morning everybody, welcome to the Scottish Highlands. It is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous morning. And I say that not because it's sunny, but because there is no wind. The Loch Shunner over there is absolutely flat calm. There's not a breath of wind. This is our first morning of waking up here and just like, what a sight, that is absolutely glorious. The sun is actually shining, the water, you can see it there, is flat like a mirror. It is absolutely perfection for a January morning. I literally have no idea how there's snow in those hills because it's pretty warm here. Although they're a good bit higher than where I am. We're actually going to go for a wee bit of a drive along the coast to the end of Loch Shunner. And basically I don't know where, we're just going to drive. And when you've got a couple of days up here, it's just perfect for going exploring. We've got the car over there. We're just going to go driving. It's just the perfect place for it. Alright, so this is Santa Bay on the Ardnamurchan Peninsula. It is honestly an absolutely sensationally beautiful beach. It would not be out of place in the Bahamas. It wouldn't be out of place anywhere in the world except for one thing. It's flipping freezing. But it's an absolutely sensational, beautiful white beach. That there is Atlantic. I managed to get the drone up quickly and take a few shots from up above, which will hopefully show you just how amazingly turquoise coloured the water is. Yeah, we got a little bit of nice light there, as you can see behind me. One of the most beautiful beaches I've ever been. Just a shame about that cold, because it's freezing. Do you care about the sheep, Tessie? This beach has loads of sheep everywhere, so Tess has to stay in the lead because she'll want to be a sheepdog and go after them. Yeah? It says here there are sinking sands at Santa Bay and you want to avoid them. They've got this quite genius illustration of what would happen to you if you end up going into the sinking sands in Santa Bay. Alright, last stop of the day before we go home is somewhere that I've never been to before, but I've always wanted to come. The most westerly point on the British mainland here in Ardnamurchan Point. It is the Ardnamurchan Lighthouse. So I guess it's one of those places you have to tick off the list if you come here. And even though I've been in this area many times before, I've never actually been here. There it is behind me, the Ardnamurchan Lighthouse. To be honest, I think I've probably seen nicer looking lighthouses in this one. But anyway, I feel that it's good that we've come here. Just have a look. It's very photogenic down here on the point as well, so I've got my big camera. I'm going to take some proper photos as well. I think it'd be a shame not to. Good morning. Wow. That was a good sleep here. You know, one of the things about the Highlands is that it's so different from the city. Is here, there is just no noise at night whatsoever. The only thing you can hear is some occasional noises of birds, but that's it. It's like you can hear a pin drop outside. It's so different. And sleeping in like a place like that is just like a different experience. So yeah, good to wake up in the Scottish Highlands. It's a dreich morning here in Scotland, but we're heading back home, back to Edinburgh today. It's been a very good, very quick trip up to Strontian. We'll be back again soon. I was hoping to stop halfway back and take some photos at Glencoe, but if the weather's like this, I won't be doing it because there's just no light. It's dour. It's like a typical Scottish Highland day. Look at that. The clouds are low. Anyway, I'm going to jump in the car now. Well, that was it. Scottish Highland adventures, and I'm going to be getting up to more of them this year at some point. I love the Highlands. I love getting up there. It's beautiful. I love showing off this type of stuff to the world. Scotland needs to be celebrated more, and that is what I'm going to do with my content continuously, probably forever, showing Scotland and sharing Scottish culture. So thank you very much for joining me with that journey. But I am breaking out my funk, and I think one of the keys is going to be this year entirely the word collaboration. Because there are a lot of creative, talented people right here in Scotland, right here in Edinburgh actually, that we've never really done anything properly together. But last Thursday evening, I kind of challenged my own thought process on that and how we need to do it. And I was like, right, what we're going to do? Let's just go to the pub. So basically I sent an invite out to as many creators as I could within a few hours saying, listen, we're going to the pub, let's go. And like the response I got was overwhelming. So many people wrote back to me who are content creators, vloggers and bloggers and Instagrammers, people who I'd never met but who I'd seen online before, saying, this is great, we all need to do this. And I think it shows that there's an appetite among Scottish creators that we need to come together more, because there's a lot of things we could do together. And also, it's quite a lonely thing to do, content creation, when you don't know anybody who's doing similar things. So we got everybody together and went to a pub in Edinburgh. Here's a couple of candid shots from that night. And the thing is, what impressed me most is that everybody was just on the same page. But I think the fact that we all just got together as a bunch of creatives and threw ideas about helped us all out, motivated us all, thinking that we're not alone, we all have plans and we can do them. Just because we're in Scotland, we're a wee place, we're a cold place, but we have got lots of interesting things to share. So yeah, that was cool. Let's see how that progresses over this year. So that's one part of the collaboration process, is working with other creators. That is going to be this year, from Scotland to the world, and that means showing off Scottish talent as well. The second part as well, I want to show off some people in Scotland, small businesses in Scotland, people who are doing cool things in Scotland, and I want to share that with the world, right? And actually the other day, I filmed another start of a vlog, right, but didn't finish it, but I want to show you guys now, because like I said, in Scotland we've got a lot of passionate creative people, and one of them got in touch recently, and just look at this. I got a direct message on Instagram the other night from people in Scotland who are really passionate about quality coffee. I love my coffee, I have to admit. So I was quite interested, and they wanted to send me a sample of what they have roasted in Scotland. But I was even more intrigued when they told me that their coffee actually comes from Brazil. Very close to where I spend a lot of time in Brazil. If you watch the vlogs for a long time, you'll know that my wife's from Brazil, and I spend at least 3 or 4 months there every year. So that was fascinating. Unorthodox roasters, they're called. Can smell already as soon as the box popped open. A wee letter. I like the logo as well. Unorthodox roasters, who are actually based in Kinross in Scotland. This is the one that actually came from Brazil, because I remember I had the conversation and they said the wee stoter is the one that came from a farm in Brazil, and it has chocolate, hazelnut and caramel notes. I like the sound of that. It comes from a farm, honestly, about 2 or 3 hours drive from where I stay in Brazil. Coffee connoisseurs are not going to be that happy with me saying this, but I generally do not like black coffee. I usually have it with a lot of milk. But this coffee, and I've had really, really good coffee in Brazil before, so I know the difference. If you have a really good coffee, you should have it like this. It's pure straight. So I'm going to try it like this first, and if it's good, smells good, then I'm going to go on to how I usually have it with milk. It's nice. Good coffee, by the way. If you have a good coffee, there is no comparison from the coffee that we buy in the shops in Scotland and UK, anywhere. A good coffee is like another level. This is great, and like you can really appreciate when you have it black like this. I had a massive IKEA bag of parcels and letters from you guys who sent in over Christmas. I was away over Christmas, so I didn't get to open them then, but yeah, it was pretty cool to get them all. And look, I've lined them all up here. Probably recognise this guy here. Yeah, like these cards have literally come from all over the world. A lot from the United States of America, a lot from Canada. People in the UK sent them, people in Europe, France, Germany, Belgium. And I got a couple of cards all the way from Australia as well. That was amazing. And this one here was actually handmade. So I really appreciate all you guys who sent in cards and stuff. It was really awesome to get all them. So yeah, like, I think today marks the day that I need to get out of my funk, right? Definitely, that's why I did this video. I was going to chuck this whole vlog today in the bin, but I decided just to get it out there. I think sometimes that is a good way just to snap out of it, is just to get it done, whether it's good or bad. Hopefully you found it entertaining or interesting, today's video. If not, it doesn't really matter too much, because this is a long process, and throughout this year I hope to be providing content you are going to enjoy and find valuable. I've got lots of things I want to do, but let's just take a step back. One thing at a time, we will get there. But I really highly appreciate everybody who is on this journey with me. You guys motivate me so much with your comments, everybody who helps me out financially on Patreon, for example. Wow, what a community. It's amazing. And this year, we're going to do good things.